These mother
Baby, cheeky, baby, cheeky, baby, cheeky, baby.
chicken baby. Am I dark? I'm still. Did I look kind of dark around here? I think I get
Is it
darker.
dark? Or is it me?
I think I get darker every week. What the hell? It's been hot, so the sand, you know what I'm saying? It could be the sand. It could be
It's
the
been spicy, brother.
right?
Hot ain't even a word. It has been unbearable. It was 99 today up here. It was
Oh,
104.
yeah. Oh, it's about to go on now, baby. We got somebody here already. What's up? Let us know y'all in here. Let us know. Talk to us.
Talk to us.
I'm looking
Let
on
me
the wrong
share.
screen here. Huh?
Let me share real quick.
Oh.
I'm gonna do you.
All right, guys, we about to start sharing, and we're gonna get the show started in a minute. All right, we just want to make sure we get everybody. You know, they come in. You know how people are late sometimes. You know what I mean? We make sure everybody gonna get in and be able to tap in on this conversation we're talking about. I definitely want all of you guys to give us y'all comments on especially our first topic. As you guys don't know, it's Carlee Russell, her disappearance. We got to talk about it, man. We finally got some news, dude. That's kind of like
relevant. We right on the hot spot.
We went to Thursday to tell our news.
We in sweet.
So we got some fresh stuff for y'all this week.
Yeah, we got some shit for y'all today because I got something.
What everybody's talking about. So we're gonna get it started in a few of them. So the guys that's on here right now and that's watching, share. Subscribe as well if you're not already subscribed. All right. That's what's up.
Share alike.
I know, right?
Huh?
Let's go.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna wait just for maybe another 30 seconds, you guys, and one more minute, and we're gonna get it started. So if you guys coming in and leaving, don't leave. We're getting it started. We're gonna be doing it.
Don't you touch that dial.
Right?
Right there. Don't you touch that dial. This is DJ.
Right. Let's see. Let's see who we got in the comment. We got somebody in already. We got somebody. Marlon's in the house. Okay, I see you, Marlon.
What's the big old deal?
What's up with it, dog?
Feeling down.
It's down. All right. And if you guys are on Facebook as well, you guys can actually comment as well. We will see your comment, but we won't see your name. But if you want us to know who you are, shout y'all out, give us your name. You know what I mean? Give us your name. We got you. All right. So the 30 more seconds, we're going to get this bad boy going. And I'm going to be sharing as we go. So
we sharing right now, y'all.
Who's that? Ann Porter and ooh wee baby. Oh, ooh wee baby Porter. Okay, Ann, what's up with it? Ooh wee. Thanks for joining us. All right, we
appreciate it.
Yeah, we about to go ahead and get it started, man. That's like 5. Always my count is always off, ain't it?
You always over here counting.
I got too many buttons over here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, y'all.
All our illusions will disappear, and all the reasons start to fade.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Reasons, the show where you can give your reasons why you think what you feel about what we're talking about today. We should know this, man. We say no.
Dear brother, how do y'all deal with erectile dysfunction when you're in a relationship?
I wouldn't know how to do it unless I had it. And remember, if they're talking about you behind your back, they behind you for a reason. Peace. I love y'all.
Hey man, every time I see that, I'm sorry.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to Reasons, man. We're back. We in the house. We ready to talk and jump into this conversation because we finally got to talk about something that's really hot on the plate right now, and it's fresh, and everybody's talking about it. We're talking about the whole deal. Oh man, look like some of my what's name's not refreshed. But anyway, the whole deal with Carlee Russell disappearance. In case you guys don't know who Carlee Russell, I forgot to.
I was gonna wait. I was gonna say something. But I'm like, I guess we just gonna do it without.
Right. I'm excited, dog. I'm excited. It's your boy.
We don't get no news. You know we don't get good news.
Say what? What'd you say?
You know we don't get to break no news.
I know, right?
You forgot his name. That man said, "Forget the names. No names."
Excited. Go ahead. But it's your boy Fuel in the house, you guys. And we got my man
in the building. You already know what type of time we on. We here.
That's what's up. Let me turn you up a little bit. So what we talking about? Oh, let's welcome the ones we got here too. I see Heather. I see you on Facebook, Heather. Thanks for joining us. We got Marlon's in the house, of course. Ann's in the house, of course. You know what I mean? So let us know, what you guys think about our first topic that we're talking about. And it's about Miss Carlee Russell, who basically faked her abduction. You know what I mean? In case you guys kind of like haven't really, followed the story, I can kind of give you from what happened and the update that they have going on right now. First of all, this young lady faked that she was seeing a kid on the road, a toddler on the road, and she was actually trying to wait for the police to help her. So she was trying to rescue, this kid that's on the road, this toddler on the road. Well, come to find out, 5 minutes later, police get there and she's gone. The car's left there, whatever. And the whole, backstory of this is that she had been abducted. I don't know why I can't say it right.
Abducted. You're missing the C. That's why.
Yeah, right. But so anyway,
one of them A words.
Yeah. Well, first, before I really get into more details on what the police has already found and said about her whole ordeal, what did you think about the situation from what you read so far?
It's malarkey, is what it is.
Yeah.
Initially, I was like, I hit you early, right? I hit you like the day I heard about it. Around the time I heard about it, I hit you early, like, man, we really got to talk about this on the show. Mm-hmm. And I was gonna go deep into how Black women ain't being protected, and I was gonna go down the road, and then come to find out, it was all a sneaky link, like you say. So, mm-hmm. I just was out. My first initial thought was, is this where we are in the world? Like, the world has to be a bad place.
Right.
Where people will go out of their way to create a story about a kidnapped child or whatever, or a lost child, and then fake their own capture or own abduction. It's just like, what has social media done to us? Like, where is this world going? Like, to have the mind, right? The idea just to go through with all this.
Right. Mm-hmm.
To create because creating a story is one, right? Mm-hmm. That's the funny part about it. Like, creating it, like, you know what I could do? I could disappear and go hook up with my little boo if I did this. But to really carry through with it, leave your car, stage a crime scene, like, people got too much time on their hands, Fuel. That's what I thought initially. And then as the story started to roll out, I'm embarrassed. Not as a Black person, just as a human being in society. Like, this shit is just sad. Like, where do we, like, what part of the planet do we live on where this type of shit is acceptable? And like I was telling my girl, even though just not black, not white, not green, not culturally, not ethnic background, but what the fuck type human beings or people are raised? How are you raised? Like, because at this point, it ain't that much damn attention in the world. Like I say, I don't wish jail on nobody, but I hope they give her 2,000 hours of community service.
Yeah.
I said 2,000 hours. Yeah, you heard me. She needs 2,000 hours of community service because she wasted time. And then, you know, my girl made a point about like, now she asked me a question, was saying, well, does this basically make an excuse for the police to not want to respond to black people or do black people a certain way? You know what I'm saying? And it just fucks up the culture. And then it just, as human beings, it gives another level of stupidity and immaturity. And then I'm sick of this doing dumb shit, and then we blaming our mental health. This shit is getting out of hand. You ain't that damn unstable.
Well, not only that, it's not the first time, you know, that someone has did this. Once I got more into it and reading about it. But real quick before we get into that, I'm
got comments.
What the comments is. Heather said, "What's up? What's up with the pound, Heather?" Facebook, it's a shame that she would do something like that. It didn't sound right about a baby on the highway.
First of all, the baby walked 600 yards. You followed a baby in a diaper 600 yards and you didn't get the baby? Like, hey, man, okay, Kevin Hart. It must have been a Deborah, too.
Right.
It had to have been a Deborah somewhere.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right? Yeah. But I heard that.
It had to be a Deborah somewhere.
Maybe that's the idea she got. I don't know. Maybe she was watching that and seeing that or whatever. It was like, oh, it's a baby on the road. But, you know, I mean, it's a possibility, you know what I'm saying, for a baby to be out, maybe.
On Highway 79 or whatever the hell it was.
Maybe. First of all, hey, there's been great people.
First of all, we in Alabama. We ain't in no metropolitan city.
Yeah, and people do crazy things in Alabama. You know what I'm saying?
Who leaves a baby with a diaper on walking along the highway? First of all, 600 yards. Somebody besides her would have seen this baby.
Yeah. It was a little far-fetched. But also, you guys, I don't know if you guys been keeping up with it and how they figured out that it was more so, you know, BS or whatever, you know, for lack of better words, on the bullshit. But the reason they end up figuring it out is because they went tracked the fact that she, for one, they went through her emails or her search on her phone, you know, and seeing that on her computer and seeing that she had searched for what was it?
Taking bus tickets from
Alabama to
bus tickets from Nashville or wherever she was to Nashville. All kind of dumb.
And how to break in a register.
All kind of. She's ignorant.
How to break into a register or whatever, you know, cash register without getting called or some stuff like that.
Criminals.
And then she also had a deal where, you know, she was looking at the show Taken, the movie Taken.
Yeah, Taken.
And if you guys ever seen the movie Taken, they got 1, 2, and 3 now, then it's a good movie. I can say that too, because I'm gonna watch it again after all of this because I like the movie. But anyway, but I guess she was looking for ideals, you know, from that particular show, maybe. You know what I mean? It's hard to really say, you guys, as to what her mindset was because she really haven't spoken out about it since the whole ordeal. But the one thing has happened, updated on the news, is that her boyfriend that thought that she was missing, eventually has deleted all her pictures from his Facebook, you know, from all his social media, Instagram and all of that or whatever. So that says something as well. You know, he probably figured out this shit was some BS and, you know, what you put us through, you know, and you know, it's a horrible thing. It's a horrible thing, you know.
Go ahead, get to the comments. I got something to say. To say.
All right. Exactly. Oh, wait a minute.
We got a lot of comments.
Moms is in the house. Yeah. Facebook user. Who's this? Who's this Facebook user? Let us know who you are. It could be Levan. All right. It's one of y'all. I see y'all. But exactly, if you're going to cheat, just cheat or leave your mate alone and move on. Exactly. You know what I mean? Marlon's in the house. What's up with it, big dog? Marlon said, I thought about the Tawana Bruley situation. Sherry Papini. Yep. I read about that. Jesse Smollett. BS. Yep. What type time do folks be on to be hungry for attention?
But listen, though, y'all, I think she took this one to another level. This Jesse Smollett on drugs.
Yeah.
He paying somebody to whoop his ass. That's a little different. It's a little far-fetched. It's wild. She created a whole, like...
Yeah, but she didn't cover her tracks.
At least you could find the people that beat Jesse Smollett up. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, at least that part of it is true. Do you get
right?
She did just every part of her whole story is fabricated.
Right. You know, and that's the whole messed up part about it is pretty much fabricated. Or
allegedly until she comes and tell us what really happened and who let her go after being abducted.
You're right. Facebook user says, now you hit the nail on the head. People always blaming mental health, and all you literally have to do is get help. She should have checked herself in a hospital. That's true. That is that is true. That is really true. You know, but it's really hard to go off of what her mindset is without her getting any kind of statement. You know, I do believe, you know what I'm saying, she, feel like she got this 5 minutes of fame, which is not, there's one thing of getting attention, but with negative attention, it's not going to get you nowhere.
But the thing, you got to think about this, Fuel. We're in a time where the real term that bad publicity, no publicity is bad publicity, right? We're in that era where if no one is talking about you at all, it's a bad thing. So you don't care if it's a fake Amber Alert, a baby in a diaper. You know what I'm saying? It's getting out of hand. Someone jumping on you. Everyone has this thirst for. You got to think about when Instagram did the blue checks. They made all that money in a week. Because people are craved, they want that limelight, they want that blue check, they want that popularity. So people are doing anything for it. So it don't surprise me. It's just it surprises me how far she went. Right.
Let's see. Let's get some more. Yeah, because we got the comments coming in, baby.
Got comments today.
I know, right? Who we got? They always want to say mental illness. That's true.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You said yes. Then you also said, "Oh, who didn't hug her enough when she was a kid?" Taken was her daddy going to come and rescue her? Yeah, that's true. But I think if you're researching on how to get kidnapped and try to come up with a story, maybe that was what she was basically, trying to do or whatever when she was researching the whole thing taken, and she could have been just researching the whole thing. Don't sound like she was too smart anyway, although she was, practicing as a nurse or something like that or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But she still didn't seem too smart on this or whatever, because she even called her brother's girlfriend and, started screaming or whatever. And then of course that kind of was really set everything off or whatever, And so the car was left, on or whatever when the police got there and then found the stuff that she shopped for missing. The only stuff that was missing out of the car was the stuff that she shopped for a few hours before.
So she survived off a box of Cheetos.
She took her Cheetos. You know what I'm saying? So whoever was stuck there or whatever was like, yeah, I'm gonna get you, but I want them Cheetos too. You know what I'm saying? So it's stupid stuff like that or whatever, man. But it's a shame, and it's not really a funny matter, but it's still, it's still crazy. It's still crazy. Go ahead with the comment, dog.
Okay. Hey, moms. Mom says this is the first time police has actually responded to a black woman being missing. Was it because of the baby? This is crazy. She made it bad for the women who have been actually abducted. I agree, Mama.
That part. That's the part that we need to be really talking about.
That's definitely something that needs to be addressed.
Yeah. And I think being that like you said, being a black woman or whatever, you know, is kind of like, but I know we do say a black woman, but there's other ones that has tricked the system as well that was white. I can say that for sure. You know, how fast the response is to these, you know, these type of incidents, I don't know for sure, but you just made it worse than whatever it is, because now you can actually, someone can actually be getting abducted. I cannot say the word right. Abducted. And, you know, somebody could actually really be doing that, and that could have really been saved. And just because of the ignorance of others or whatever, taking advantage of the system or trying to trick the system and everything or whatever, just probably cost somebody else their lives. So those of you out there that's listening and think about doing some trick shit like this, whatever, think about it. Think about it, that you probably really may be, you know, causing someone else to lose their lives because of your ignorance. You know what I mean? Go ahead, dog.
No, I agree with you, man. She said it's Aneska Ralston. She said, right. I thought she was a nursing student. Why didn't she do something amazing? Now she's out here getting rolled on. Hashtag dummy. Hashtag though.
Right.
Hashtag right. Dummy. I agree. I just think that we live in a society that if you like I say, if you're not talked about, it's you nothing. And I think that a lot of people are subscribing to that ideology. And every people are doing whatever it takes to be relevant.
Right.
You see it with the clothing, you see it with the music, you see it with everything. People are doing whatever it takes to stay relevant. I just think that you made a great point. And my girl previous asked a question about the same thing. What about those who will be in danger later, right? Who really are being abducted,
right? And
now no one is going to come to their rescue. What about that, and how does that change things? Or did the fact that the white baby change the whole scenario? Is it because she was missing, or because they thought it was a white baby? And so you always have to address that, because they came in 5 minutes. Police don't come for 5 minutes for nothing black. I'm just gonna let
that's
you know.
True.
They never come 5 minutes for nothing black.
You don't think
black car. Only thing they come in 5 minutes for is a black man in a hoodie. You understand me? That's the only time they coming fast. So I think it could have been for the white baby, but just for the future, we got to start changing the narrative, man, and making these people bozos, but not only those people, but the people who encourage this kind of behavior.
Right.
And not just this, just all kind of shit to be cool. We got to start killing. I've been telling a lot of youngsters and a lot of young people, man, you dictate what cool is. Start changing what cool is. Because if this shit is cool, or this is some popular shit or stuff, shall I say, you need your ass whooped. For real. You need your ass whooped. This was a waste of time, human resources, and she should be fined a bag. Aneska Ralston said Sherry Papini did the same dumbass thing, which definitely will make responses times longer. I agree. But this is the thing. They should still respond as fast as always, because that's their damn job. It shouldn't shorten anything, right? But realistically, it absolutely will. Especially if they hear it's a black woman, they're going to definitely second guess it, which is messed up. Because that's a rule. That's the rural South, and anything could happen to a woman traveling through there, and it could really be a woman on that highway in trouble, and they ain't coming in 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm. And then I just pulled it up so people can see who we're talking about. The Sherry Papini. Is that how you pronounce it? She pleaded guilty to staging her own abduction and lying to the FBI after sending the city on a 3-week multi-state goose chase to find her in 2016. She planned months in advance to have someone drop her off on the side of the California interstate to be found by passing drivers with bruises and bindings, all of which were self-inflicted. She was sentenced to 18 months in prison.
That's it.
So that's another. Well, that's a long time in prison still for a
3-week manhunt.
I mean,
you know how many hours that is?
Hey, you know what though? It's good that she got some time. You know.
Yeah, I'm happy she went to jail. I'm sorry.
They haven't said anything. They haven't said anything yet about. They haven't said anything yet about Carlee Russell about any time yet. I don't think that.
Oh, she going to jail. She in Alabama. She black and she did this. Oh, she going to jail. And the feds gonna mess her chances of being a nurse is probably over. They're gonna make sure they destroy that. The feds, the feds were involved, and they ain't got nothing to do but indict rappers now. So they don't have really nothing to do. They couldn't wait to get and find a kidnapping. Oh, Jeffrey Dahmer type stuff. They was excited. Mm-hmm. And she killed their whole buzz. She going to jail just for killing the buzz of the FBI.
Right, exactly. Mom said maybe she did this to expose the truth about the hypocrisy of the police department not responding to black women and children coming up missing. No.
I don't think she was that deep, Moms. I don't think. That's a good one, though. That's a good one. That's good.
Yeah, I mean, if you was really being smart about it and doing it, that's one thing. But
I doubt it.
Nah, And then the story too, where she ended up walking home barefooted, whatever, but close by her house. So the kidnappers left her by her house.
And where'd who you give your shoes to? Hey, this is getting out of hand.
Where'd you leave the shoes exactly?
Who you give your shoes to, bro? This is getting out of hand.
Exactly. But I hope people are seeing this. But you made a valid point as well. Is that it's still their job to respond quickly.
Oh yeah.
Regardless, you know what I'm saying, of this whole ordeal. You know what I mean? They still should be able to respond quickly. Who we got? Jesse Atkins in the house. What's up?
My cousin.
What's up, Jesse? Go ahead and read that one.
Hey, cousin Jesse. She says she needs help. I can't understand why she goes so far. Everyone was praying for her. The baby, shaking my damn head. She messed things up for legitimate cause. Always going to be questioned. Absolutely. They shouldn't be. They shouldn't be, but that's theoretically. I always say there's theoretically and then there's realistically. And realistically, it's just not gonna happen. It's gonna affect, especially in that area. And I don't think just for black people. I think in general, they're gonna think people pulling hoax now. And it just it fucks with the response time. But like I said, and like you kind of validated, is that it's their job. That's it. Their job to make sure they on the scene. Nobody told them to try to spare the embarrassment of losing a white baby by calling the FBI. That's on them.
Right.
Technically. Nobody told them to call the FBI. You ain't even see the baby. You ain't go no cameras. No, nothing. They heard white baby and called the F.
I don't know. I don't know. I think she asked they asked her the description of the baby. I think she did. She didn't say white. I think she said black. She might have said black.
No, she said white baby.
Really?
She said white baby.
I have to read that. I missed that part.
She said Caucasian.
Okay. Oh, okay. She did. Okay. Yeah, I remember. Okay.
She said Caucasian.
Yeah.
That's a white baby. That's a white baby.
Let's go get him.
Hey, not only are we going to go get this white, not only are we going to go get this white baby, but we're going to call the FBI.
No, nigga, She called and said Caucasian. The white, hey, the highway patrol was going this way and shit. And that motherfucker did a
U-turn. That's why they were there so fast. Hold on, John. Did she say why? Did she say that baby was white?
Right. Did she say that
baby was white?
Yeah. You know what I mean?
I heard Caucasian. Johnny, step on it.
Yeah, I just hope I see Carrie. I see you, Carrie. I see you, Carrie. I see Levance Dixon. I see y'all on Facebook. Holler at us, man. Let us know. Give us y'all opinions or y'all comments on this whole ordeal with Carlee Russell disappearance. The baby had 800
credit score. No, for real. They didn't know for real.
Oh, Marlon, stupid. He said the baby had 800. You got to get that baby. Got to get that baby.
Got to get that baby. We got to get that baby.
But I think it really comes down to her. When I mean, I'm curious or waiting to hear her story.
She ain't gonna say shit.
No. You know why she gonna. This is the bad part. You know, everybody, we know it's a hoax. We know it's a BS. But someone is going to pay to get a little exclusive from her, so she get paid. Yeah. Trust me. It's going to happen.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. She's going to be over there with Barbara Walters. Hey, if she make 2020, I'm going to slap somebody. I swear. Right.
I mean, it should be something against that where they couldn't do that or whatever. But I have a feeling, you know what I'm saying? They after a pay, she after a paycheck or whatever. What's up, Carrie in the house? I see you now. Okay. I see you, Carrie. Hey, Jesse Atkins, y'all ain't lying. Nah, we ain't lying. 2020 or Good Morning America.
Good Morning America. No,
that's you for Good Morning America.
If she make either one of them, I'm slapping somebody.
Right? You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't really be, although we've been talking about everyone's talking about social media and everything or whatever, but entertainment to the point where you're profiting off of it. Come on. That shouldn't even be happening.
Okay,
now,
but this is how when you said it like that, they definitely gonna have her on 2020. That's how
you know what I'm saying?
You know when you say it like that, that's just how the media is. They gonna capitalize on these dollars.
You know what I'm saying? Make me want to go out and do something crazy just so I can be on 22. Michael Strahan and Robin Roberts.
Robert.
I know, right? Exactly.
Crazy.
Well, I don't know, man. Like, what can we do? What can we do, kind of like to keep these false situations from happening? What do you think people can do for that? Like how do you because you can't really tell when someone does something as scandalous as this, like she did, in the way that she did it, it can be done again and again. How can you can't distinguish like what's real and what's wrong, what's real and what's fake?
At this point, that's been the thing. That's been really the case the last 5 to 10 years, man. I think that's just kind of where the world is going. The only thing I think that we could do is kind of change is stop tuning into it, but it's hard. It's all on all your sites. We talking about it now. You know what I'm saying? So as long as that type of behavior is perpetuated, because we're doing it now, even though it's relevant and we talking about it, we're still giving her 5 minutes, her 30 minutes, her 45 minutes, her 2 months of fame that she's been seeking for. And if it is mental health, I think I encourage everybody to get a therapist fast. But I don't think there is no combating that, man, unless we change what we consume. You know what I'm saying? The type of media we consume, and immediately shut her down, or immediately not make jokes of her, but blast her all the way. Like, you're an it, you dumb. And she's unacceptable, and really, really get her like that. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think that's going to matter in this era. Because, I mean, I felt like, honestly, when Tekashi did what he did, bro, live television, it ain't all of that. It ain't, everything is for TV now.
So you think that this young generation just have no morals, no,
I don't want to go that far with it. I just think that the morals have changed.
The morals has changed.
I think that because
if
as a person who morals and character is built on your environment and who raised you. So you can't say what you believe in is right and what they believe in is wrong. It's just a difference. Now, some of the shit they is doing this is wrong, but what I'm saying is it's just a different era. This is a different time that they're in. So they operate different. So I won't say they lack morals. I think they lack I think they lack a fucking reality is what they lack. That's what they lack of anything.
Jesse said let Gayle King on CBS interview her. Y'all remember R. Kelly?
Yeah. She gonna be in there crying. That's funny. I thought of that too. She gonna be in there. I just feel like
this is my life. This is my life y'all messing with. That's what she gonna be saying on there. This was real. This is my life y'all messing with.
She gonna be on there fake crying with Gayle. We all gonna watch it. We all gonna watch it. So it's just like but like cousin just say, she says that 100 agree the moral factor is different. It is. It's just a different era. And because the funny thing about it is, it's always like this.
Right.
People said that about the era before you said that about your wild ass.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And y'all said it about us. You know what I mean? It's the same thing. We said it about them. And then the older people that said it about everybody else. I think that times have changed. I think that due to, now I would say this, I can give you this. I would say due to the lack of reality, morals are going to the wind, or the morals that the morals that we grew up on are slowly fading away.
Yeah.
And new morals are developing.
Yeah, that's been going on for a while though too. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
That's been happening for a while. It's unfortunate that people don't. I don't know, man. It's just unfortunate that it is going that route. It's going, instead of getting better, it's getting worse. You know what I mean?
I think
it's getting less tolerated, or less or less attention.
It's getting more tolerable.
More tolerable. Okay, that's what. Yeah, that's it.
More tolerable. It's getting more attention, and it's being more accepted.
Yeah.
Whether you laugh about it and clown with it and you run with it, or rather you do what we doing with it, it's because it becomes the news. It becomes the news because everybody's talking about it. So, and that's another thing. Is like, do you not talk about it? Her outlandish behavior. Do you ignore the whole thing? Right. Or do you?
Well, I think one of the.
I think you gotta just start ignoring people. I think that's how when you see it.
But you know what? Sometimes you can't really ignore it. But and one of, I think, jobs as us being in social media and mediating on certain things, whatever, is to try to figure out a common sense solution. A reasonable solution to others who do watch the shows and stuff like that or whatever, and give some sort of reasonable solutions for certain things that happen. So so they at least think about it. Absolutely. And that's what I think is our job or whatever. Is we might we don't want to boost their 5 minutes of fame or anything like that or whatever, but we also want to talk about it as well, and then see like what can we do to let other people understand that this ain't cool. This ain't what the route that you should be going or whatever. Even though you have the younger generation has different morals and everything right coming up, it's our job to kind of let them know that that's not right, because they might not hear it from somebody else. You know what I mean? They're probably not getting it from whoever else. So it's our job to be able to like, hey, no, this shit ain't cool. This is the most stupid, ignorant thing or whatever there is. Yeah. And you're just like what's the name have the donkey. you know, the morning
But
show. You know what I'm saying?
The thing is,
This was a donkey. This was a donkey.
But if my morals are changed, if you call me a donkey or not, I don't care, right? If you would, because
no, but it's not for you. It's not really for you though. The donkey part is for other people to understand that this is some bullshit. But
guess what though? I'm glad you said that. But if I'm an onlooker, right, or a spectator, if her mission was accomplished, which it was, right? We're doing what she wanted. We're talking about her. We're making her relevant. If her mission was accomplished, who's really winning? Right? She's
not really winning because no. She's not really winning because of the consequences that she's going to have to take after that. You know what I'm saying?
That don't matter. This is what I'm saying.
Hold on. Go ahead. Okay. Just like the young lady we just talked about or whatever did 18 months of prison. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't expecting to do that. She might have got her attention or whatever, but she wasn't expecting to get that. So now that she's got that or whatever, that's what we're trying to let you know. This is some stupid shit that can happen, and this shit can happen to you, and it ain't something that you're going to be fun and run. You know, you just basically put it out there and let them know or whatever as to, you know, even though they got the whole little 5 minutes of fame or whatever the case may be, you understanding right now from what we're going to give you is it ain't worth it.
But what if my moral? I'm in full agreement with you. I'm just what I'm saying is. But if my moral compass is different, then I just want the 15 minutes of fame.
Yeah.
Anything that come after, before, in the middle, as long as I accomplish the goal of the 15 minutes of fame, I can do what Russell did.
And that's why we call it ignorant.
Now the consequences is gonna be on them. But as we know, this generation, they shooting open broad day. They don't give a shit about consequences. So when the moral compass is different, I say that to say I don't think that this is, even though we're telling her that that it shouldn't be done, I think that is still some idiot in the background.
But there's more
motivated. And this encourages them to do more dumb shit because even though we talking about it and we're slandering it, guess what we doing? We still talking about it.
Yeah, and but there's more people though. But there's more people that's going to leave.
If I'm someone who suffers from mental health, quote unquote, and I'm an attention whore, if attention is what I'm seeking, attention is what she getting. Now the consequences that come with the attention, that's two different things. We not on that page.
Right
now, we're just talking about the attention. But
the point is, the job is though. The job is though, like everything you said is right, but the job is that us being in social media the way we are and you know, reporting these type of things and talking about these type of things, the main goal is to let other people know that how stupid it is or the consequences if you do it or whatever. And so either way it goes, you might still get somebody that's still ignorant enough to do it, but then you also might have a few people that think twice. You know what I'm saying? Like this ain't the way that I'm gonna get my attention. This ain't the way I'm gonna get my 5 minutes of fame. You know what I mean? Because this happened to this person. They went to jail for it or whatever. Maybe I need to think about that before I try to pull one on everybody in the whole daggone world. You know what I mean? That type of thing. So that's what here we got some comments like
we got comments.
Social media has really changed the way people think and behave. Like Busta Rhymes said, the new generation is messing things up for others and the bag. That is true. That is true, especially in the music business.
Listen, and Cameron said it best, and I love Busta, but that just be sound like old hating shit to me. Because y'all once once was the hold on. Because I don't like when the older generation do that. Because they was the ones carrying guns to Source Awards too. I know y'all. So let's not just make it seem like when you young, you wild, right? Each generation has their own moral compass. So we can't just say the young generation messing the bag up because I'm pretty sure Bill Russell and Jim Brown said the same shit about y'all. So
well, is messing the bag up? Because if the younger generation is still getting the bag, is it really messing the bag up?
They make
Is it
more
messing
money.
the bag up? Is the question, is it messing the bag up for you? Is it messing it up for you, or is it messing it up for the whole hip hop generation? That's the question. You know what I mean? Because you have, like I said, like you have rappers out there that has that's into music. Their creativity is different. You know what I'm saying? The way they rap, the way they do, is different. You know what I mean? As it was when Curtis Blow. You know, and then you got Run DMC. It changes each daggone time that we go. You know what I'm saying? So the older you get, yeah, you might take farther from it or whatever because it ain't your thing. But the younger generation, it's their thing. You know what I mean? So did they mess up their bag or how you know, because basically a lot of younger generations trying to figure out how to get their money, as opposed to when we were coming up, we was too stupid enough to not even know, you know, that we supposed to have copyrights and publishing of our own and all that type of shit. You know, you have Master P or whatever that basically, you know, knew all that shit, had that shit, was getting that shit or whatever the case may be, but it wasn't as big as it is now. It wasn't as talked about as much as it is now. And that younger generation, now that they know those things, they are getting their bag. It's just that, are you mad at how they getting their bag? You know what I'm saying?
So, and I'm gonna go across the board with that. I just feel like all we can do is address her as an individual. I think when we start to say generational, we generalizing, and when we begin to generalize, we begin to sound like the same people that generalized us. And I feel like that ain't cool. But she's a dummy. She may be the dumbest person out of this generation. Yeah. Because the fact that she thought she was going to get away from this is probably the biggest dumb thing in the world. First of all, you mentioned the white baby. Second, you're black. Third, you're in Alabama. They ain't got nothing else to do.
I just don't think she thought about the consequences that was going to, you know.
I don't think she thought about anything, Fuel.
I don't think so neither. Yeah.
I don't think she thought they was going to.
She thought of
her Google search.
She thought of what her mission at hand was, to get away those 2 days, because she did something those 2 days.
Oh, she did something.
She did something those 2 days, right?
She didn't even see. Listen, she's so damn dumb. It's 2023. She didn't think that maybe it's a camera on this damn highway.
That part, There's cameras everywhere.
That's what I'm saying. I don't even think she was thinking. She was just on some bullshit. She was on some bull off the drip.
Look, check this out. You can have your phone, right? And you could be out somewhere, and they could be at your house. The FBI could be at your house and see everything that you're basically doing on your phone.
For sure.
You see what I'm saying? So dumbass, like, yeah. Who's this? Jesse said.
We got look at it going crazy.
I know, right? Look at Catch Me Outside, girl. She's still making millions. Gorilla Glue female. Oh, she did it, but apparently didn't understand instruction. She still got paid.
She did.
She did. That is true. That is true. Did she get paid? She said making millions? Did she make millions?
Catch Me Outside. Yes, she got a bag.
No, wow.
She's rich right now. She's real rich. Matter of fact, I think like 2 or 3 years ago, she was one of the top people on OnlyFans.
Oh, wow. I
don't think it's like a nude OnlyFans, because you know it's other people have OnlyFans not just for nudity. They have OnlyFans giving courses or whatever. But she make a lot of money off of that. Catch Me Outside, probably one of the most legendary catchphrases in modern in pop culture.
All right, we're gonna go through some more comments, and then we're going to go into the Black History, you guys. That's true. I don't think they are about consequence. It's a crapshoot. They risking it all. That's what Jesse said. What else? Okay. Amon said crazy. I need to watch more news. Right. What we got? Mom said he was saying this because of producers in the business don't want to work with them because of the behavior and the beef they have been having.
Hey man, they they shot Tupac in front of Quad Studios. I don't want to hear none of that.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear nothing. See what I'm saying? It be sounding like hater stuff. Like they.
But he was saying it because the producers in the business don't want to work with them because of the behavior and the beef they have been having. Yeah, that's a whole nother. That's a whole nother topic, man. We're gonna have to get on.
But I agree. I get what you're saying, Mama. But I just feel like when the older generation do that, it's underlined with something because they era. I don't think we realize how when hip hop came, hip hop was dangerous. Yeah. And Busta Rhymes is one of the people that was doing it in danger zone. He's been caught with a loaded firearm coming from some of these events. True. Young Busta was wild. So I don't understand why young Busta, old Busta, is saying this to the young youth, to the young dudes about being this and doing this, and you was wild, if not wilder.
Yeah, I mean it was don't get it twisted, nigga. Back in the day was wild. Extremely wild, and it was serious shit.
You can look. First of all, two of the greatest rappers lost their lives.
This generation, but it was bad. It was bad. You know what I mean?
I would say that it was worse because it was less people to protect you.
Okay. Yep, that's true. All right, man. Let's get into this Black history, you guys. Thank you guys for commenting on this whole ordeal about Carlee Russell. If you guys got any more comments or whatever, hit us up. Or even, matter of fact, if you're watching, make sure y'all sharing. Make sure that y'all sharing and liking and all that good stuff, whatever. We need to show us some love. Show us some love is all I'm trying to say. So the next topic is Black history. And as usual, Fat Boy always pick the people, and we got Michelle Obama this year. I mean, this week. This week. I won her this year. No, Michelle's fine, man. She's so fine.
Hey, man, first lady, man, you wilding out here.
She's so fine. Let me show you how fine she is. She's so fine. Hold on, let me show you how fine she is. Oh yeah, look at that. Isn't she lovely? 19, go ahead, dog. All right, go ahead.
Okay, yeah, because he wilding out, man. We don't let him down. He just said wild words about the president's wife, man. He's crazy. Secret Service gonna shut us down now, man.
I know you know they listening. You know they listening.
You just said Obama, they listening. You gonna get us shut down, man. If y'all don't see us next week, you know why?
They done shut me down. They done shut me down.
Shut down. No, this week is a special week for me because I did not know she was this dope. But this week we were talking about Michelle LaVaughn Robinson. Y'all know her as Michelle Obama, but that's who she was prior to that. Born and raised on the south side of Jamaica, on the south side of Chicago. She was born January 1964. She attended Princeton University and got her BA in 1985 in sociology and African American studies. She got her JD in 1988 at Harvard Law. This is what threw me off. Right after Harvard Law, she was a junior associate at Seeley in Austin, which is now Seeley and Austin LLP, where she specialized in intellectual property law. She then moved on. She then progressed in that firm. And then that's where she met Barack Obama, who was there as a intern junior associate. He was hired on as a summer intern, a paid summer intern. When you're in law school, they pay you for shit like that. So they gave her a summer internship. She went on, of course, she's an author, attorney, orator, but she went on to be the Associate Dean of Student Services at the University of Chicago. Before she became the First Lady, her last title was Executive Director of Community and External Affairs for the University of Chicago. That shit sound like it come with so much money. Right. You know what I'm saying? And the title alone sound like she had a bag. I say that to say, go do your research on Michelle Obama. Yeah. Hey, man, it will blow your mind on how much money First of all, I know Obama was broke.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, all that right. What you're saying was right, but understand this, you guys. I know y'all been seeing on social media that Michelle Obama's mom had passed away, and in her will it was asking, it said Michael Obama or Michael Obama she was leaving everything to Michael Obama. So everybody tried to make this whole thing in social media like that she's trans or something like that or whatever, that she was born a guy, right? That's what I don't know if you haven't seen that, have you?
Oh no, I ain't seen that.
Yeah, that's what's been going on. So you've been seeing like back in the day when they were younger, it's a picture of Obama and then Michelle, but as a dude looking like Michael, like a Michael or whatever, right?
Hey, y'all ought to be ashamed of y'all.
I think they should be ashamed or whatever. But you already know that somebody's going to disrespect someone and hate on someone that has accomplished so much and so well and put a name for and made a good example for Black women. You know what I'm saying? To be able to do the things, and encourage them to do the things that they she was able to accomplish. You know what I mean? So ignore that stuff y'all see. You know what I'm saying? They try to make it seem like because in the will it said Michael instead of, and nobody know if that's true or not or whatever, but that's what they're trying to put out there. So so forget y'all, fuck y'all, whoever think that. Don't mess with my baby Michelle.
Because Jesse said Barack gonna get you.
Right. That's all right, man. Me and Barack are pound. We're pound. Don't worry about it.
Barack gonna run down on you with Secret Service. He gonna run down on you.
I took up for you, Shell. Back in the day was different, but it still had to be. Oh yes, that's what.
I think that the
Barack
reason why
he said Barack gonna get you.
I think the only reason why it's like this is because it's televised. But if you talking Young Boy Incorporated Detroit, or you talking about 1980 gang violence, y'all better stop it. I don't want to hear nothing. Well, it was 1,000 murders. It was 1,000 murders in New York City in 1976. Let's really get into it. We
just didn't know about it.
It wasn't televised like it was. Back then, there was a lot more people getting killed and missing. We're not even gonna play that. I'm talking about different, getting stuffed in trunks and all kind of other stuff by Italians, blacks, whites, Irish. What the Hell's Angels was created. The Mexican Mafia was created. George Jackson took over a prison. Hold on, what is y'all talking about? Like, come on now, come on.
Yeah.
Let's
get into sympathy versus empathy.
Hey.
Are we talking in simple fact or sympathy, or are we talking about?
We're gonna define them first.
Yes, go ahead, because I don't think I actually got into that part, but I mean, because sympathy to me is like, would you give sympathy to the person that basically did the things that they did, mentally, like Carlee Russell has, you know what I'm saying? Like, would you give sympathy to that, or would you get empathy to that? Fat boy.
You don't give shit to that. You give her your ass to kiss because there is no empathy nor sympathy for her.
Okay,
she
go
don't
ahead.
need it.
Define it.
We're gonna give you the definition of empathy first. According to Oxford Dictionary, the ability to understand and share the feelings of another. And then sympathy. Let me go and get to my dictionary. And then I got an article that's going to explain it, but I want to give y'all the dictionary definition. And then sympathy is feelings of pity and sorrow for someone else's misfortune. Okay, and so this article or this odd topic was kind of inspired by my lady. She expressed some things to me. I ain't gonna go into that. That's another thing. But in that, lately, I've been learning that in times I need to use empathy, I respond with sympathy. And in times I need to use sympathy, I respond with empathy. That's what she was saying, that it's more situational. And
what you weren't able to distinguish between the two, or
no, just because that's how we respond to things that we so used to respond in a certain way to certain things. And so I kind of wanted to go into it. This is actually a learning lesson for all of us together today. Yeah. And I kind of wanted to jump into
is one worse than the other, or depend on the situation?
I think that, well, I'm going to say what she said, and then I'm going to give my opinion. She says that she feels that it's situational. She says that not all situations should be one way. And it shouldn't all be sympathy. It shouldn't all be empathy. It should be depending on what the situation is, and that's what is required at the time.
Right.
Which I that's a good point. I think that I feel like empathy would be the best approach for all situations on my end.
Right.
But I'm not always empathetic, so that's something that I need to learn as myself. But what I did was in my of course discoveries and in my research, I stumbled up on an article on women's health written by Emily Becker and published July 22nd of this is last year. And it's called The Difference Between Empathy and Sympathy, explained by an expert. And I just kind of want to pull some key things from here about how she says empathy versus sympathy explained. She says the biggest difference between empathy and sympathy is how much you are trying to connect with someone on a personal level in your interaction. As Leonard describes it, empathy is when you really listen for a feeling and try to relate to the feeling for a moment, and you convey an understanding of that person's feelings. Whereas sympathy is focused on feeling sorry for someone and potentially even pitying them. You're not working to understand how they feel. You're putting yourself at a distance, she says. Okay. And then it goes on and says, to break down the concepts of empathy versus further, she says, when you're expressing empathy, I'm sorry, I breezed over that. Sorry. It says to break down the concept of empathy versus sympathy further. She says, when you're expressing empathy, you try to connect with the person. You offer validating statements that let the person know it's okay to have these emotions. She says you might respond with phrases like, I get it. You have every right to feel that way. I'm taking that with me for the road. I'm gonna take that. And then it says, when you're expressing sympathy, you can't necessarily relate to the person's situation. Your statements put a little bit of distance between you and that person. I think I do that a lot. You might respond with phrases like, I feel sorry for you, or you poor thing. Okay, and it goes on to go on. Okay. And you guys can find this article, like I said, on Women's Health. It's titled "The Difference Between Empathy and Sympathy," explained by an expert, written by Emily Becker. So make sure you go check that out. You can go get it right now and research it. But I wanted to kind of bring that article to bring some context into what I was saying, because we all learning together today about this topic.
Okay, that's what's up. Empathy, because clearly she needs some help.
Mommy, you crazy? No, for real. She need her mind work.
That's secret. She said sympathy. She said she meant sympathy.
Okay.
That's what I said. You know, it kind of confuses me too. Absolutely, there is difference in the two based on the situation. That's true.
Okay. And
but
so
it could be kind of confusing, you know what I mean? Especially within, whatever the conversation that you're having.
I don't think that it is confusing.
No.
I think that is right there. I think that because we're so used to responding with sympathy, that it's hard to actually acknowledge that you are responding with sympathy, because you think that you're being empathetic, but you're not, right? I think empathy is right what it is. It's kind of putting yourselves in their shoes, and understanding them where they at. I do it. I do the opposite, right? I'm sympathetic. I might just be like, "Oh, I'm sorry you feel that way." I do it a lot, unintentionally, not on purpose, thinking that I'm being empathetic. But that ain't what empathetic. Empathetic is, you know what, you do have, like she said, you have the right to feel that way, and I understand why you do. And then addressing that and going from there.
Yeah. Crown said, in my opinion, you can only feel empathy for someone if you have personal experience or understanding with their feeling or situation. Would that be sympathy as well or no? Fat boy, Mr. Expert.
So in my opinion, you can't feel empathy for someone. I get what she's saying. I think I do get what she's saying. I think that if we practice it more outside of people we have personal experience with or understanding with, then we will know how to express empathy better. I think that if we could exercise empathy throughout our days, we'll know how to express empathy in our personal experience in life. And but I think that and we'll understand the difference. So I understand what you're saying, but I think that the more practice, because we're so used to responding sympathetically, I think just society, we want to feel bad for someone. That's our innate thing, our feeling, right? I think that when we start to be more empathetic and put ourselves in these people's shoes and say, damn, if that had happened to me, how would I feel? I would feel like shit. So, and then also allows you to not interrupt, to acknowledge, to understand, because you're not listening necessarily to respond. You're listening to kind of be a ear, you know, a foundation for someone to kind of I'm looking for a word, but I can't find it. But basically, someone to basically pitch their feelings and emotions. So you need to be more in tune instead of, you know, on a sympathetic edge, right? I think
right. I got you. Yeah,
makes you more involved.
Cool. She said too, to feel sympathy, you have no personal attachment or understanding. You just simply feel sorry for them.
But you can
sympathy. You can still have
people you have personal experiences with.
Yeah, personal. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Especially if it's a relationship where somebody has basically been through something, you know, tragically or something like that or whatever, and still kind of trying to work on whatever that problem was. You know what I'm saying? So say for instance, if it was alcoholic or whatever, you know what I'm saying, and you still, you're going to have sympathy for that person because they just didn't probably either know differently when they were younger. They probably grew up around that only or whatever, to the point when they start working on it or whatever, and they start kind of like maybe falling back into the hole or something like that. You're going to have sympathy for that person. Does that make sense?
But this is the thing. This is the thing about it, right?
Yeah.
But if you're empathetic, you may be more willing to help.
Okay.
Right, because you're there with them, you're understanding them, their approach, and maybe not financially, maybe emotionally. Because when you're sympathetic, you just, I feel sorry for you. Damn, that's tough. Empathy, I'm really embracing how you feel. One, I'm letting you get some things off your chest. Two, I'm allowing you a space, right, to get these things off your chest. And three, now I'm able to respond with the help that I need at a particular time. Whatever you may need my help in, I can help better because I'm not feeling sorry for you. I'm actually listening to what you said. I think that Carletta, I want to say, because that's what Crown Printing is. So, hey, Carletta, I want to ask you, this week, did someone personally that you know confide in you, and when they did you respond with empathy or did you respond with sympathy?
Yeah. Ooh, I think I've experienced that this past week or so.
You know what I'm saying? Because I know just today,
I see the difference or whatever, because some people would just be like, feel bad for you, sympathy for you, but that's it. You know what I'm saying? It's not like they're trying to help or work or be there for you or whatever. It's kind of like, well, you know, I feel bad for you. You know what I'm saying? So I think I've experienced that. Mom said, let's see where she said, absolutely. Like when you think of a homeless, when you think of the homeless, do you have sympathy for the homeless or empathy for their situation? And it's definitely relational. Relational to what? When you think of a homeless, do you have sympathy for the homeless or empathy? You know what? I think I have empathy because I've been there. I know how it feels. And if I see someone where I can help, I'm gonna help. That makes sense?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's kind of like, I'm not going to be like, oh, I feel sorry for this person. He's on the street and, you know, but you don't know what that person's struggle was, what happened, how they end up on the street, anything like that. And if you've been there yourself, you know how you ended up there, you know, and it can be easily done. Then you're going to have more empathy towards that person instead of sympathy. Because it's kind of like, you know, well, hell, I don't care if I can give them a bottle of water, if I can get one, that little thing, the people don't understand it. That little bit, even though I don't think nobody in the world really want to be on the streets just to be able to beg and everything like that. They're over there for a reason or whatever, and they have to. But so that little bitty thing that you do, I don't care if it's 50 cents and all you got or whatever, you still do it. Trust me, they think of it as, wow, thank you, I love you, I appreciate it, you know, whatever. You know, so they might not look like, they might be like, only 50 cents, okay, you know. But then those are assholes that just basically up there hustling. But anyone that really actually have, you know, appreciation for someone helping them or whatever, you know, cause of empathy, you know what I mean? Then, you know, that's basically what it comes down to. I've been there, you know. You can give me a pair of socks and shit, and I'll probably be happy as I don't know what. You know what I mean? Just what little bit that you do to show empathy or whatever goes a long way. Then sympathy is basically really what happens, right? Did I say that right?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Who else we got? Mom said, absolutely, fat boy. Here, go ahead. I'll let you do that one.
Mom says, absolutely, fat boy, because most people lack both. And sympathy is the go-to emotion because most people don't genuinely care about the other person's circumstances.
True. Exactly.
Absolutely.
I'm sympathetic to Carlee and her current situation. I was on the fence. True. That's what I asked earlier. That's what I asked earlier too.
For real. I ain't on no fence. I ain't sympathetic or empathetic for her.
I'm more sympathetic because, you know, I don't know her or whatever and what the situation is and what she's been through or whatever. But, you know, for what's to come, I think I'm more sympathetic because it's like you're about to go. Yeah, you about to go through something, you know. Trust me. Here we go.
All right. Carletta says, I get what you guys are saying. I'm simply speaking not to the attachment to the person, but more so the situation and feelings that we have sympathy or empathy for. And no, I got exactly what you were saying. What I was saying is that due to the lack of it outside of those situations and feelings, we tend to do it with the people that we're close to. So that's why I asked you the question. Recently, right, there's probably been a time where someone that you were close to, a sister, a brother, an auntie, a guy you like, may have said something and you didn't respond empathetically, even though you have that close feeling and situation with them, right? But you may have responded. You may have responded instead of empathetically, you responded sympathetically. You know what I'm saying? So I said that I got exactly what you were saying, or we got exactly what you're saying, but I was saying that it shows up even in situations when you know people and you're comfortable with people because of the lack of doing outside of with those.
True. Exactly.
Carletta, my girl, you know that.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Mom says exactly, fuel. That's empathy. That's true. Yeah, it's true. Man, hey, I appreciate that topic, dog. That kind of shows some clarity on basically some stuff I just went through.
See, and I love the honesty.
I put clarity on what I've been through. Now I'm cool. I'm good because it's kind of like, okay, I see what this is now. You know what I mean? So, indeed, don't be trying to inbox me, y'all, talking about who I'm talking about, what I'm talking about. All right, I ain't telling you. I tend to respond with sympathy. Crown says she tend to respond with sympathy,
and I think that we all do. I think we all do because of. Yeah. And it's just something I learned talking to y'all today, just because we don't practice it often.
But so that's good shit. Yeah.
It's hard to differentiate.
Yeah, that's good shit, man. That's good shit. Thanks for that topic, man. Let's get into this last one, you guys. We are talking about, man, this is really. Are you here for a good time or a long-time relationship? Are you here for a good time or long-time relationship? I think me and my I get. You want me to take the run with this one real quick?
Oh, go ahead, go sweep yourself on under because you jumped out there. You was excited for this one.
You know what, man? Okay, all right, you guys. Your boy Fuel has been dating online basically for the last 6 months or so, maybe. Not long. And everybody says the same thing online. They're looking for a long-term relationship. My best friend in Arizona, Buck. You said Buck, right?
Oh, Buck, what's up, Buck?
Yeah, Buck. You know what I'm saying? And we both been like doing the same thing online, dating and stuff like that, finding, women to date or trying to find the right woman, you know what I'm saying? And it starts off like you really want to be in a relationship up until you actually get into it. And when you really get into it, it's because you're having a good time at the beginning. You know what I'm saying? You're having a good time, but then when the real shit starts to hit,
it's gonna hit.
It's gonna hit. You know what I'm saying? And so we got frustrated. We got frustrated this past week or whatever. It's like, why do these women say the same thing? And I'm not saying you guys it's just the women, because the guys probably said to you guys on there as well. But I'm just saying by my experience. Why do they say they want a relationship? Get in it like it's really going to be, good or whatever. And you're having fun, you're having a good time or whatever with each other, whatever time that you're spending with that person, you're having a good time. But when it comes down to really relationships has obstacles. Relationships has goals and shit that you got to try to get to or whatever. It takes work. If you're not in it for the work, don't get in a fucking relationship.
Absolutely. I learned
because if you know what this person is going through and what this person is, you know what I'm saying? And if you either can help or not help, just be up front from the get-go and cut the shit off and move on. You know what I'm saying? But don't make it seem like that you really all WW and cool and like this person or whatever, because y'all probably either sleeping together and that's all good and fun and dandy or whatever. But then it's kind of like, well, I need you for such and such, or you need me for such and such, and I can't be able to provide, or you can't be able to provide. Then you just there for the good time, not long time. Period.
Absolutely.
And so when you on there, I'd rather you be on there for short term. Put short term on your shit, or either put, you know what I'm saying? That way, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, this is the short term. You know what I mean?
I think that a lot of people, because it sounds good, say that they looking for a long time because they don't want to have a good time and feel bad about it.
Oh, say that again.
Okay, I'm gonna say it for you again. I got you. People say that they looking for a long time so they can have a good time and not feel bad about it.
Ooh, gems there, baby. You know what? I think You hit it. You hit it on the nose. You hit it on the nose.
And that's just it. Because what it is, especially because I remember in the dating world,
isn't that deceiving though?
That was the thing that really stood out about my girl when I met her in dating online, is that she was serious. She was serious and she had the shit to back up. A lot of women and men just say that shit to sound cool, but they really just trying to get some ass on both sides, right?
Exactly.
Like my cousin just say, men online don't say anything. They trying to get some ass, just period. But the reason I'm gonna tell women this, I got some game for you. Unless you really serious about being in a long-term relationship, the reason why men feel they have to say and lie about shit is because half the women is like you say, all the women are saying that, and he know he gotta say anything because she really want a good time. Because you know when a woman want a long time and she's serious, and vice versa, because they gonna step up to the plate and do what they supposed to do. If not, then you know what's up. But I think that in this era, a lot of people get in the relationship just so they can have sex to not feel bad about it.
True. But you know, and the thing with my boy, I mean, he basically, Buck is kind of like straight up. He basically let you know right up front, like if he's there for just a good time and we gonna do that, he does that. But then once he actually meet them and they actually start going out, whatever, then they want to be serious. You know what I'm saying? And he already let you know, hey, I don't want to be serious. And then I'm just saying certain ones. You know what I'm saying? He's like, I don't want to. This ain't what I want. This is I told you what I want. And now you're trying to be all this lovey-dovey and blah, 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 whatever, you know what I'm saying? But you have to understand that if that's not what I'm looking for, and I'm telling you what I'm looking for in order for me to be that way, then you have to wait until I get to that point.
But you also have to, and this is something I learned, as men, and let's just speak for men, we also have to be responsible and accountable for the actions that we play in that, meaning that we ain't, my girl made a great point a long time when I first met her. When we meet these women, we're not dating them like it's a good time. We dating them like it's a long time. We whining and dining them. We treating them the greatest. And so we have to acknowledge the fact that a man carries power in what he is to a woman. And we have to realize that even though she says that it's not going to catch feelings, what a man brings to the table is going to innately make a woman catch feelings because that's what a man does.
Right.
And so we have to be accountable for that. And and what comes with it. So because I used to say, well, every time I deal with her, but then I'm going over here, I'm rubbing on her feet, I'm doing all the shit that boyfriends do. And then I'm wondering why she falling in love. So we gotta kind of cut certain things and keep things mainly for the serious relationship. But with men, it's all a part of our repertoire. So we also gotta understand that we gotta pull back.
You're saying our thing for a good time is doing the whole romancing type of thing or whatever. And, even though we're not trying to be in a long-term relationship, that's just our nature to be doing that.
Because that's how you get in. And that's how you're accustomed to getting in.
That is true.
That's just the reality of it.
That's the reality of
it. If you're trying to get in,
I hope y'all listening here.
Look like you're here for a long time.
Yeah, I hope y'all hearing this out there. I know my boy's dropping some gems here right now. Here we go. Online dating sucks for me, Crown. I'm so sorry. Yeah, it does suck though. It really does because people just is not genuine. I think it's you get to learn about them. You won't really learn about someone from being online until probably you're maybe a couple of weeks or 3, even maybe a month in. Right? It's when you really end up learning who this person really is, unless it's just a person that's basically trying to keep up a lie for however long. And then you find out 6 months to a year later that he's married in Chicago somewhere or, and got a kid or whatever, something like that. But the more
6 months to a year, you a bad mamma jamma.
Right?
If you can keep up 2 homes You a bad mamma jamma, boy.
Right. You know, here, let me go. What else we got here? What's that? STR, what was that whole new vocabulary?
STR, LTR, FWB.
Now you got me thinking, like, what is what? You need to break that down to us, Jesse. STR is what? Oh, something term relationship, long-term relationship, and fun with babes.
Oh, short-term relationship, long-term relationship, friends with benefits.
There you go. I was close. It took a minute.
Okay.
Whole new vocabulary. That's facts, nephew. What else we got here? What else we got?
In there.
I know, right? Crown said, because most people these days are too influenced by what they see on social media and TV. All we see is glamour and not the real reality of working, through these issues. There is a lot lately, though. Crown on social media, at least that I see. This is the thing. Sometimes when you on social media, when you start liking certain things, as far as people speaking as real issues in a relationship, then the algorithm will bring more stuff and other people, show you, what I'm saying, that positive influence when it comes to relationships or whatever. So I would suggest that, if you get something you see and you like or whatever, continue liking them, whatever, because there is lessons behind that. There is reality behind that. You know what I mean? And things that you can learn from behind that or whatever. Because I will, when I do something like that, I get a lot of stuff that I didn't realize popped up, especially when you have women understanding what their role is as a woman. You know what I'm saying? And at first you would think like, oh, maybe just this one person may think that way, but all women don't think like that. And then you start getting more of other women that does think like that. So it doesn't there is a positive to that or whatever. So maybe try that, Crown. Maybe that, maybe that'll help out a little bit. Damn, we got a lot going on here. Men online say anything. That is true. That is true. At Carletta, it's too creepy for me. I would rather go speed dating or cruise date ship or or something. Not cruise dating. Speed dating sucks. Speed dating sucks because you basically just saying the basic shit over and over to each table. Although you do that too online, but you can't. I don't know if you can get a real good feel by speed dating. I only did it one time, like maybe 4 or 5 years ago, and it sucked. So I don't know.
It was horrible.
It was horrible, dog. Women should be upfront too, as well. Exactly. Dating with purpose. True.
That was what my girl told me. That was the first thing she said, that she's dating with a purpose.
Dating with purpose. Yeah, exactly what I was doing, but. Oh well. Deshaun, I totally understand. Oh, here we go. Ahead,
Mom said these men out here DM talking about I am God fearing, ready for my roof, shaking my damn head. Stay out of my DMs. You only want
yeah.
Hey,
that's
mama.
That's real shit too, man. It's kind of like they go for what you think. They say the things that you want them. They know that you want to hear.
Hey, now I'm God fearing, ready for my roof. I'm dead, mama. You a fool for that one. Hey,
but you know what?
I'm dead.
But the way to test them that do that or whatever is, what I'm saying?
Ask them to go to church.
Take them to church not just once, because they'll go once.
Every Sunday for the next 2 months.
No. You taking them to church. We going to Sundays. We going to Sunday service, and we going to Bible study on Wednesdays. And see what they say. And see how long they last.
They're sweating under the collar.
Brown said, "Yes, preach." Exactly, fat boy. Don't do relationship stuff when you aren't wanting a relationship. Stop sending mixed signals.
Let me tell you something though, Carletta. Men are so accustomed to doing that shit that we don't realize that it's mixed signals because we just trying to get another notch on our belt. We just trying to make you remember us initially. And I'm speaking from a man's experience.
Yeah.
Initially, we just trying to make you remember us. We're not thinking that.
And you're speaking from a man that's not looking for a relationship, not just.
Absolutely, yeah, for sure. Hey, y'all know that. Y'all better know.
I'm just saying, because if y'all see me online and shit, y'all see I'm for real about having something. So.
Hey, Fuel. Hey, man, I'm not going to do this with you today, Fuel.
I miss back
I
in
ain't
the
going to
day.
do this with you.
1990s dating. Jesse said the 90s dating was better then when you was just basically meeting people and basically, you know, you had
you talking about pen and paper days.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You had to give me your number on pen and piece of paper or something. You know what I'm saying? You had conversation with them when you meet them. My last girlfriend in Kansas City, dude, I met her in the line of Taco Bell, nigga. In the Taco Bell line. And we were together for like 3 years or 4 years after that.
That's back in the day. See, that's back when you had to like somebody because you had to go home and wait for that call.
Oh, yeah. You know what I'm saying? He says, family, short-term relationship, long-term relationship, friends with benefits. I like you. Who's that? Let's go for coffee?
I like you. Let's go have some coffee. Okay, I get what you're saying.
Oh, yeah.
That ain't gonna get a man no damn where, and I don't want to hear what y'all talking about. I don't want to hear it, mama. Go on.
Yes, coffee, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, even movie or amusement park date.
Yeah.
You know what? My whole thing now to getting to know someone is doing something that is not costly. And coffee, of course, that's not costly or whatever. But that's just kind of like first initial, conversation. You know what I'm saying? But if we're going to go out or whatever, we're going to do something like spontaneous, like either, even if it's just going on the beach or walking and talking and having a few snacks here and there, whatever, and actually really, really getting to know each other and see if we vibe, you know what I mean? That type of thing. That's kind of like, that's my ideal. You know what I mean?
You're definitely not going to dinner for the first day.
I'm not doing all that extra, like,
small
I've done it.
You said small snacks
nigga,
only.
I've done it to where I was like, if I go out, it's at least a bill, at least a bill a night.
I know. Man,
you know what I'm saying? And it's kind of like that's crazy for something that wasn't going to amount to nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. It's a waste of time when you think about it.
We got comments coming like yep, number on paper, and meet at Fat Burger. That's true.
That's real,
right? What we got? Nope, I just tell them that I'm celibate. Oh, okay. And they run once they figure out they're not going to get nothing, period. That's true. That's a good way to get rid of them.
That'll run a man out fast.
That's a good way to weed them out. That's
that'll weed them out of there.
That's probably the best way to weed them
unless you like I used to be. See, I used to be a waiter.
I think I need to use that.
I used to be a waiter, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I was the king of being a waiter. I wait 3 years. I didn't give a shit. I was the king of a waiter. I don't wait it out.
You put it in work.
I wait it out. You go fold, mama. Look, I'm serious. Ain't none of that. See, also you gotta be persistent.
True. That is true.
Some dudes be up for the challenge.
Beach works. Yeah, that's right, man. Park picnics or beaches, man. It's kind of like really get to know people and really get to talk to them, whatever. See if it's even worth it. You know what I'm saying? That's funny, dog. You said some dudes be up for the challenge.
No, for real.
That was you.
Hey, I was in there, boots deep.
Oh shit! Watch out, girl.
Boots deep.
That is funny, man. That is funny. Hey, man.
Get your blinders on.
Huh?
I said you better take the blinders off. But see, mama, you in a different like your dating era is different. So them older dudes, they out of there.
Yeah.
They out of there.
Oh, yeah.
See, a young man, he gonna wait. I'll wait.
Oh yeah.
3 years.
Oh, yeah.
I hang out with you, come chill. We go date.
Yeah.
Talk.
Yeah.
Chill.
If you actually really want it, you're gonna wait.
You're gonna wait it out.
You're gonna wait.
But
but she got to be worth the wait though too though. That's the thing.
She definitely gotta be worth the wait. But you know, some men just want the wait. The worth come in the accomplishment.
Yeah. Is it the challenge, huh?
It's the challenge.
The challenge.
It's the challenge.
Oh, that's crazy. Well, man, hey, myself, you guys, if y'all out there watching, I'm looking for the real. Seriously.
No, for real.
And it's kind of like I'm at the age now where, you know, I mean, in my future, for whoever I'm gonna be with, dude, it got to be real. You know what I mean? And we're gonna get to, and I can tell you with me at the beginning, it's gonna be some rough. It's gonna be some rough roads to go through, or whatever. Period. You know, and if you ain't down for that, I'm good. You can go on about your way. I'm cool. I don't need to be with you because I can be either broke by myself, I can do this by myself, I can do whatever by myself. You know, just as well as you can. So let's not try to be together if we're not going to work on things together. Period. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That's all it comes down to. You know what I'm saying? No matter what it is, whether it's financial, whether it's mental or whatever, is are you going to work it and are you putting it in together? You know what I'm saying? Because that's basically what I signed up for. You know what I mean? So that's just like when you give, like yourself, for instance, when you got with someone, you recognize that, oh, one job ain't gonna really get us where we need to do. I might have to have 2 jobs. And you went through the process of doing it. You got it or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And you working it or whatever. And it's because you care about the relationship that you're in. And you basically you guys working on something with communicating as to what y'all need to do in order to get a certain, place. Even if y'all even taking a trip or something like that, you need to do another job just to do a trip, blah, 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 whatever. You did it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That type of thing or whatever. So, yeah, man, it's just that communication, man, it's always key. It's always key,
Always key.
But, man, hey, that was a good topic, bro. You dropped some gems today, man. And I
thank you, bro.
I appreciate it. Yeah, I learned some shit today.
Me too. I learned some shit. Thanks to all the comments, man. Yeah. Cousin Jesse, thank you. Carletta, always thank you for coming in. Moms, you did your thing. Marlon, I don't know what happened to you, kind of faded away. But Marlon, thank you for tapping in. Everybody that tapped in today, man, I appreciate y'all.
Yes, we do. We do. Also,
great show.
Huh? Go ahead.
Great show.
Oh, yeah. Also, you know what I'm saying? Before we leave, I just wanted to say, too, in case, this reaches Miss Carlee Russell, this discussion is not to bash you. This discussion is not to slander your name or anything, whatever. It's more so of discussion of understanding what you basically went through and did and what was wrong about it. You know what I'm saying? That's really what it's about. I know we kind of laugh and joke about certain little things or whatever, but, I just want people to know that, we just kind of want you to know this is kind of really stupid and dumb of doing because you're also jeopardizing the lives of people that's actually really going through this situation. You know what I mean? So understand that. We're going to leave y'all with that. You good, fat boy?
I'm good, man. Tell them, make sure y'all like, comment, share. Make sure y'all subscribe to our YouTube page as well. Fired Up Broadcasting. And then Carletta says, exactly, Fuel. I'm there. I've got too much going on and experienced enough in relationships that I know what I want now.
I know that's right. Jim.
That's right, sister.
For sure. And with that, man, remember,
if they're talking about you behind your back,
they behind you for
a reason. Peace.
Thanks, y'all. We appreciate y'all.
I love y'all.
Peace.
All our illusions will disappear, and all the reasons start to fade.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Reasons, the show where you can give your reasons why you think what you feel about what we're talking about today. We should know this, man. We say no.
Dear brother, how do y'all deal with erectile dysfunction when you're in a relationship?
I wouldn't know how to do it unless I had it. And remember, if they're talking about you behind your back, they behind you for a reason. Peace.